Have you ever had an encounter with these white fluffy crawling insects? How about these brown spots found on the stems of your plants? Are you tired of treating them because they keep on coming back? Here's a video about these insects and some of our tips on how to treat them and keep them from coming back. Hi there! Welcome to another episode of Succulents and Spikes. Before I continue, do not forget to click the subscribe button as well as the bell button to get updated on our latest episodes. Today, I would like to share with you a topic on mealybugs and scale insects. One time, our healthy plant was attacked by mealybugs and scale insects. We did all the treatment we saw on the internet, but it still died. Then, another one got infected and we did all the same treatments again. But the mealybugs and scales were there again, and this time it had fungus. We asked ourselves, how could this happen? We did everything others had said, but the insects just keep on coming back. So, we really did a lot of experiments and discovered the most important key factors to eliminate mealybugs and scales, 101%. Let's just be honest. Most of us, including me and you, have really no idea about mealybugs and scales, right? These insects come from a big family called Hemiptera. They are notorious plant killers, and they are so common they could be crawling right now on your plants while watching this. This is how mealybugs look like. We know it's disgusting to see, but this is how they are. The white powder you see on their bodies is wax. It protects them from heat and moisture loss. But what we have discovered that many doesn't know is that mealybugs are resistant to insecticidal sprays. This is because the wax makes them repel water and it even makes them float on liquids. Most of our plants that died from mealybugs had physical signs that you can really observe. Some leaves were deformed, like it was curling up. Sometimes, you could see the leaves turning yellow until they fall or wilt. The plants look so weak, it's like they're so dehydrated. There were also a lot of waxes on the nodes, at the bottom of the leaves, and on the stems. And if the infestation is severe, you could even see yellow stains. We learned that these stains are actually fungus and it is caused by the sweet honeydew that mealybugs secrete. The tendency is the plant only has a 50-50 chance of surviving if you are in this situation. Meanwhile, this is how scales look like. They are small, flat bumps or bulges that sticks on the surface of the plant. The shiny covering you see on their body is their armor, and it protects them from harm. They are known to be common pests of indoor plants, hedges, and cacti, especially opuntias. Scales are just the same with mealybugs on how they damage plants. They also secrete honeydew that causes fungus. But scales only attack the body of the plant. What makes mealybugs really dangerous is they can also attack the roots. These are what you call root mealies. Having root mealybugs is the hardest to solve because you can't know their presence right away. Sometimes, you'll just see the plant die before discovering them. One practice we do now with our plants is to observe their overall health, including the root system. Root mealy sucks all the nutrients from the roots that the plant is supposed to get. So, if you observe that your plants are slow growing, even if you have given them everything they need, or if they look dehydrated, even if you water them frequently, or if the leaves just fall off without any obvious signs of pests in the body, then that's a positive sign of root mealies. Do you always see ants in your garden? That could be a positive indication that your plants have mealybugs. Mealybugs secrete honeydews that ants feed on, and in exchange, plants protect them from other predators and parasites. Sometimes, ants even transport mealybugs on the spot where they could easily get nutrients. Prevention is sometimes better than cure. Scales and mealybugs can be acquired outdoors and indoors. It's better to understand their nature so that we could anticipate their presence. First, if you have bought a new plant, isolate it first before mixing it with the rest of your healthy plants. Check for insects and fungus and apply treatment if needed. One sick plant can affect all the healthy ones you have. Collectors and known garden owners always do this process and it's highly effective. Most of the experiments we've done with scales involve humidity. The more moist the area is, the more chances you'll get scales. Add a warm environment and the chances would double. Third, poor air circulation can also contribute to the problem. Sometimes, the more crowded the area is, the more it is prone to have scales, and the faster scales could proliferate. And here's what you are all waiting for. How do we get rid of mealybugs and scales completely? Here's the old method. It's fine, but something is lacking that causes mealybugs and other scales to come back. Let's try to find out what seems to be wrong. In a liter of water, you can mix up 10 ml of soap with a 5 to 8 ml of 70% alcohol. First, spray the solution all over the body, especially on the nodes and hard-to-reach areas. Then, we need to remove the insects manually using brush or any blunt objects. And third, we are advised to rinse it off with water. It sounds very easy, but the truth is, not all mealybugs and scales are killed when you spray. When you brush the scales off the plant, they fall to the soil. Those alive will just crawl back to the plant. What's worse is, these insects can lay about 200 eggs in one sitting. Problem is, the alcohol soap solution does not 100% guarantee that they would kill the eggs of these insects. So what happens is, the eggs will be left on the body of the plant or will go to the soil. These eggs will then hatch in a week or so and will turn into another batch of scales. When they grow into a good size, they will crawl back to the plant and suck its juices. Then this becomes a cycle. This is the problem with this old method. That's why these insects keep on coming back. Now here's the updated method based on all the experiments that we did, which is way more effective in getting rid of the scales 101%. First, put a paper or plastic on the soil to catch the falling scales or mealybugs and avoid them from coming in contact with the soil. If you suspect root mealybugs, try to uproot the plant and dispose the soil. Second, spray the whole body with soap alcohol solution generously. If it's uprooted, you can soak a small plant in the solution for 5 minutes. Third, use a brush to remove the scales or blunt pointed objects for the hard-to-reach areas. Fourth, spray the plant again with the solution to ensure that nothing's left. Fifth, this is the key. Spray the soil with the soap alcohol solution to kill any surviving insects that fell off from brushing. And sixth, this is another key. Repeat this process once a week for 1 to 2 months. This will ensure the hatched eggs would also be eliminated. Some people suggest, why not use a high-pressure pump to remove scales using water? What is the truth in this method? The answer is, yes, it can really remove most scales in plants. But should you do it? I suggest no, because first, you're not eliminating the scales, but you're just removing them. Second, the scales might transfer to another plant where they will proliferate and make another problem for you. Third, it does not really solve your problem for scales. Some people rather prefer organic solutions. They worry that chemicals might do harm in their plants than help. Can this be possible? Does it lessen the effect of the solution? Yes, it is possible to use organic materials, and I have observed that they also have the same potency and effectiveness. Here are the best organic materials you can use. 1. Use neem oil or any products with it. It makes scales weak and they absorb neem oil right away like sponge. Horticultural oil are proven to smother the insect. 2. Diatomaceous earth has good mechanical functions like sharp blades that cuts insects. Apply DE on top of the soil. This would hinder insects from crawling onto the plant. You can also apply it with your soil mix for your plants. 3. Organic soaps. As long as it forms bubbles, then that's just fine. If it disinfects too, that would be better. 4. Organic insect killers. There are now a lot of options in the market to choose from. The one we use right now has about 4 or 5 organic ingredients and is very effective, especially with spider mites. 5. Parasitic wasps, ladybugs, ladybird beetles. Encourage these insects to be in your garden. They are also effective controllers of scales and mealybugs. What if the method still doesn't work, or the scales has infested almost all of your plants? Is there another option? Yes, there is. You can have chemical treatment. This is the application of certain insecticides to treat scales if the infestation is uncontrollable or wide scale. Insecticides can instantly kill insects and their eggs, which guarantees to prevent them from coming back with little or less effort. Note: use with precaution and always read the labels of the materials for instructions. Wear proper protection. The best insecticides to use are systemic insecticides. These are usually granules in form, and you just have to put them on top of the soil. When you water the plant, the soil gets wet and the granules slowly release insecticides. The roots absorb them and distributes all over the body. This is how it becomes systemic. A good thing about systemic insecticides is they usually stays for 3 months inside the plant, so you don't have to apply it often. So there you go. For the most part, doing the newest method is the safest and is more convenient. We all must be vigilant in checking any signs of scales, even if we have done this process, because they could come from anywhere. In addition, it is important that both the newest and chemical treatment should never be done to any plant on a hot or bright sunny day, as this will quickly lead to burning of the plant. We hope you have learned something new today, and if you have questions, you can leave it on the comment section below and we will try to answer them. Also, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel to keep you updated of all the things you need to know about cactus, succulents, and ornamental plants. Thank you.